with your life, her life, and mapping it all out with production and touring. That's a job, isn't it?
It's a job. Yeah.
And teenagers.
Yeah. No, life is in session.
They've been, together 19, 20 years, maybe more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happens when 18 years of picture-perfect marriage explodes into a $325 million war? We're talking Nicole Kidman, the Oscar-winning queen of Hollywood, and Keith Urban, the country superstar with a past that just came roaring back. Their love once looked untouchable, but now it's being ripped apart by lawyers, luxury homes, and one wild detail no one saw coming, the so-called cocaine clause. This isn't your usual celebrity split. It's being called Hollywood's priciest heartbreak of the year, and the secrets buried inside could flip everything you thought you knew about love, loyalty, and power. Nicole and Keith's romance started like something out of a movie. They met at a fancy LA gala back in 2005, and by the next year, they were saying "I do" in a stunning Sydney ceremony that stopped traffic. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, and the world cheered as Nicole, finally free from her high-profile breakup with Tom Cruise, found her happy ending, or so everyone thought. Keith, the charming guitar-slinging country boy, seemed like her rock, but the cracks started showing fast. Not long after the wedding, he checked himself into rehab for substance issues. Nicole stood by him, calling it a test of love. Fans adored her loyalty, but that moment would come back to haunt them. Because years later, that rehab stay became the foundation of the shocking cocaine clause buried deep in their prenup. Fast forward to September 2025, boom! TMZ drops a headline nobody expected. Nicole has officially filed for divorce after nearly 2 decades. Sources say the final straw wasn't just another fight. It was another woman. But hold up, this isn't your basic Hollywood cheating drama. When a $325 million empire is on the line, every whisper, every text, every look becomes a legal weapon. The real question isn't just why they split, it's who's walking away with the fortune. Let's break it down because Nicole and Keith didn't just play house, they built an empire. Together, they've stacked up 11 luxury properties worth around $56 million, stretching across 3 continents like a real estate kingdom. Their Nashville mansion alone, bought for $4.8 million, has shot up in value to nearly $9 million today. That's almost the price of a private island. Then there's their $6.5 million New York apartment with that dreamy Central Park view, one of Nicole's favorite secret hideouts. In Sydney, they've got a peaceful farmhouse retreat where she disappeared during filming breaks, and of course, their Beverly Hills pad, now worth over $4 million, where the couple once hosted their closest A-list friends. Each home tells its own story. The Nashville spot was their cozy family nest, the Sydney farm her soul tie to home, and the Manhattan penthouse their glamorous escape. But here's where things turn icy. According to the Economic Times, these homes weren't just for comfort, they were strategic assets. Some have even outperformed stocks in value. Some of those properties even outperformed the stock market. And now, with the divorce officially in motion, dividing those $56 million in assets has turned into a total nightmare. Nicole reportedly wants to keep her Sydney estate and her luxury New York apartment while Keith's fighting for the Nashville mansion, but when homes are worth millions, this battle isn't about love anymore. It's about strategy and power. Now here's where things get really juicy, the prenup. According to The Richest, this isn't your regular celebrity agreement. Hidden deep inside is the infamous cocaine clause, the one that's got all of Hollywood talking. It states that if Keith ever relapsed into substance use, Nicole could legally walk away with everything. But if the split happened under normal terms, Keith would still score a guaranteed $11.4 million payout. Let that sink in. $11.4 million. That's more than Nicole earned from Moulin Rouge back in 2001. Still, when you compare that to her personal fortune of $250 million, it's just pocket change. Fans online are calling it one of the most unbalanced prenups in Hollywood history. And here's the wild part. The clause wasn't random at all. It was reportedly Nicole's idea after Keith's 2006 rehab stay, a move meant to protect her fortune and keep him clean. But Keith isn't the first celeb to deal with shocking prenup terms. Remember Britney Spears' deal that protected her from Kevin Federline? Or Jessica Simpson's rumored weight clause? Even Jeff Bezos had a twist in his prenup. Jeff Bezos didn't even have a prenup. And that mistake cost him a jaw-dropping $38 billion when he split from Mackenzie Scott. Compared to that, Nicole's cocaine clause might be one of the boldest and smartest legal moves Hollywood's ever seen. But this battle isn't just about cash and contracts, it's about family, and that's where it gets heartbreaking. Nicole and Keith share 2 daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, and the emotions behind this fight run deep. Nicole's been here before, back in the 90s. After her split from Tom Cruise, she lost daily custody of her adopted kids, Isabella and Connor. Fans have long believed that pain never truly healed, and now she's determined not to let history repeat itself. According to People magazine, Nicole is pushing hard for primary custody of Sunday and Faith, while Keith's side is reportedly open to shared time. But here's what most people don't realize. In high-profile divorces like this, custody isn't just about parenting. It's about power and leverage. Family law insiders confirm that whoever wins primary custody can shift the entire financial game, from child support to how property gets divided. So when Nicole fights for custody, she's not just protecting her daughters. She's playing high-stakes financial chess. And the plot thickens with future earnings. Nicole's career is still booming. Between movies, endorsements, and production deals, she's pulling in millions yearly. Meanwhile, Keith's music tours bring in tens of millions too. But here's the twist. Experts say Nicole's future film money is locked and protected by the prenup, while Keith's tour income could still be recalculated for spousal or child support. That means this already massive $325 million divorce could skyrocket even higher before it's over. Let's be real. In Hollywood, divorce can make or break a career. Just look at Kelly Clarkson, whose split from Brandon Blackstock cost her over $1.3 million up front, plus $45,000 a month in child support. Or Paul McCartney, who dropped nearly $50 million to walk away from Heather Mills. If history tells us anything, Keith Urban might walk away with way more than that prenup promised. So who's the real winner here? On paper, it's clearly Nicole. She keeps her $250 million empire mostly untouched, gets control of several luxury properties, and her future earnings stay protected. Keith, meanwhile, walks out with that guaranteed $11.4 million payout, a fortune for most people. But in A-list terms, it's barely a dent. Unless, of course, Keith plays his cards right and leverages custody talks or support negotiations to boost his take. Right now, Nicole looks like she came out on top. But here's the wild part. This isn't just another breakup. This is a billion-dollar showdown dressed as a divorce. We're talking a $325 million fortune, 11 properties worth $56 million, and a prenup clause so insane it sounds like something straight from a legal thriller. Add in custody battles tied to Nicole's past heartbreak and future earnings that could flip the numbers again. This story's far from over. It makes you stop and think. In the world of fame, cash, and cameras, can love ever really be unconditional? Or is every Hollywood romance just a business deal wearing a smile? So now, I want to know your take. Who do you think really won this divorce? Nicole, with her protected fortune and power move, or Keith, who might just flip the script and walk away with more through custody and tour earnings? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.